Hey guys, it's Drac, and I've got to stop taking Rayven commissions, but this one comes from someone special. It is a friend of a friend, so I decided to take on the project despite the fact that I have done a lot of Rayven commissions recently. So the paint scheme is supposed to be blue and red. Other than that, all I need to do is a full volley of mods, so I don't think I'm going to show you much in this entire mod build segment thing just because I've beaten this mod guide to death, but I'm going to go ahead and break this down and show you what we wind up with. Man, look at that fall weather, but here is a quick shot of the Frostburn as I am peeling the detailing paint off. Lets me get some really clean lines and isolate the colors very nicely. Still have to do a little bit of detailing in blue and then a little bit of detailing in white. Should be pretty cool when it's all said and done. The flywheel housing for this new Rayven has RM2 motors installed, which still need to be spliced together, and I just thought this was funny because the old motors normally survive the transplant process. This one came out just fine, but this one was glued in to the shell so heavily that I ended up just completely destroying it, taking it out, and I think that stuff like that is funny, particularly because it shows kind of the integrity of these stock motors, but then secondary, I think it's funny because you can actually see how these motors work. They operate through charges in these coils, creating an electromagnetic field which plays off of these magnets inside, which forces it to rotate, and I just think that that's pretty cool. So I'm going to get this put back together, installed into the blaster's housing, make a quick segment on the internals, and we should be pretty close to done. So I like for most of my commissioners to get at least one good look at their internals in the event that they never open up their blasters themselves. So this is of course a full rewire with heavier gauge wire. It's all red because I don't see the need to color coordinate when I know how the circuit works anyway. And all that's left to do is to take the magazine guide and kind of slide it into place, and this blaster should be ready to close up, but everything is operating. Woo! The RM2 motors are so loud, but everything is operating smoothly, and I think this is going to be really nice. I'll cut to a firing demo and overview of the blaster now. It's often the little things that take my commissions and make them just that much more special than regular work. And so I've come in and sanded a Spectre barrel and prepped that for painting, washed it, dried it, and now I've taped off all of the important parts like this back end so that it'll connect smoothly and the front end so that it has an orange tip. And then I just strung that up on my painting rig, and I plan on hitting this up with a coat of Fanger Red, probably 2 coats of that. And from there, I'm going to detail it, and that'll just be a fun little add-on for this blaster. Alright guys, so this is the finished Frostburn by Drac. I've signed it here, and then written the name on this side. On the other side it has a simple Fang signature and white detailing in just a couple of places. The white detailing is intentionally subtle. That is what the commissioner wanted. The base coat is of course Fanger Red with Air Force Blue being the secondary color all over, and the Draculina was kind enough to whip up a hand-painted Spectre barrel, which adds itself very nicely and keeps that orange tip, which is very important. So no matter how the blaster is being rocked, it has an orange tip for safety, as this will be an American commission. I know that this one is going to someone up in, I want to say Tennessee or South Carolina, I'm not entirely sure, but somewhere in the northern part of the Southeast. And this one was just a ton of fun to build. It's getting a little bit tedious doing all of these flywheel commissions, but they did not know that when they commissioned me, that I would be working on the Celine at the same time. So I've done quite a few flywheel blasters recently, which is great for my commissioners because I got plenty of practice in with the Endbringer and the Celine, so that their blasters have all turned out pretty perfect. This is running on stock batteries right now, and it is still performing that well, which is great. As always, blasters perform just a little bit smoother without their front barrel attachments, just because those barrel attachments add a little bit of drag to the darts as they are exiting the blaster. But the blaster was a ton of fun to build. It turned out very clean, very cool. A lot of people have told me that it looks Superman or Spider-Man-ish, but it really isn't an allusion to much of anything. It's just a blue and red blaster with some white detailing. But this is the finished product, and it was a ton of fun to make. It operates very smoothly, and I hope that it serves the commissioner well. I know that I've enjoyed goofing around with it, and I think that it turned out really nice. So for everyone else, thanks for watching.